I remember reading that about Peter North. They said
Peter goes in. Yeah, that is true though.
I mean, I really
Peter
think
North.
you're out.
Who was Peter North?
It's
one
Peter
of the
goes
guys
in his
that had
brother, I think.
The
if I'm not-
decorator was that his name?
Yeah.
Was he in? Was he?
He could fill
adult
up
film star.
Yeah,
Coach.
Was he in
This will be the last time. Hey, listen. This will be the last time that we have the old guys on at once.
Yes,
in the
right.
Brady Bunch. Jeez, him and Florence Henderson were
So I
laying a pipe dart.
You're listening to the Pine Room Podcast, the home of sports, gambling, entertainment, and whatever the hell else has gone on this week. So pull up a seat by the fire, crack open a cold one, and make sure to get your bets in. Welcome to the Pine Room. This episode is sponsored by our good friends at IC Cab. Whether you're in the Ohio Valley, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Columbus, Morgantown, or Charleston, you've seen the cars around. IC Cab provides a simple transportation service for all your transportation needs, be it a ride to the Pittsburgh airport, because we all know it's cheaper than parking, corporate transportation, courier services, or just a ride home from the local bar. IC Cab is your way to roll. To book your next ride, call 304-232-1313 or schedule a future ride at iccab.com/contact. Then all you got to do is fill out some info and boom, you got a ride coming your way. Oh, all right, that's me. Give them a call. Tell them the Pine Room sent you. All right, hello everyone, and welcome into the Pine Room Podcast, episode 77. Yeah, here in the studio, loaded today.
Loaded.
Myself,
Packed house.
Jarrett, Jeff, Matt, Coach, Chris. We're all here in the
Joe.
studio for episode 77. We were supposed to have a guest tonight. That's not going to happen, so we're going to have him for another night, and then we'll get into that when the time comes. But for right now, we're just going to hang out here, talk as we normally do, talk about all kinds of things.
Talk about Michael Grove just
Michael
entering
Grove.
the game right now against the Rockies.
That's a
Getting
nasty
some work in before the playoffs.
All right, so we got guest and friend of the podcast, Michael Grove. Throw him
He's
behind
on
me.
the show.
He's
today.
on the show.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Michael, tell us what you're thinking right now.
so thank you for joining us here for Pine Room Podcast, episode 77. We had a good day today on the radio. Myself, Matt, Coach, and Jarrett enjoyed the radio today and had a great week in the Pine Room. A little rain, so everybody had to deal with that, but I think we did all right to manage.
What else happened? Well, you guys were at homecoming.
I burnt my thumb.
You burnt your thumbs.
Nick sprained his ankle.
Hannah got a concussion.
Yes.
Nick sprained his ankle.
Man, it was a bad weekend. Holy
What happened to
shit.
Hannah?
Mark didn't get attacked by any dogs that
No
would break
dogs.
his rib.
Hannah-
I stayed off that side of the street.
That was it.
Hannah was she better be fine be telling this. She was after the night of homecoming. I was like in bed. It was 5 a.m. and I had gotten up to like pee or something, and I was just laying back down, and she got up and moved around the bed, and the base of the bed, you have to kind of crouch underneath the steep of the slope of the roof, and there are these big heavy wooden beams that are like for a cabin. And she just crushed it, and I didn't really pay much attention to it. And then she shook me awake, and she's like, "Yeah, I just hit my head really hard." And then turns out she went to the doctor, concussed. She's
I thought you were exaggerating.
no,
Oh,
she's concussed.
Jesus.
Yeah, she looks like Stevie Wonder. She's wearing these glasses, and
So,
That's fucked up.
is the wedding on question?
Stevie Wonder's not blind.
But
though.
who?
The wedding you're supposed to go to Saturday.
Oh
Jeez,
no!
boy, that was a
Jesus,
weird
Yeah,
question.
that was weird.
Whoa!
He worded that a little interesting.
No, well, I guess it wasn't.
She got to wear those
very good timing, but
shades to the wedding.
Yeah, we're gonna look like.
Where are you guys going
Blues
this time?
Brothers.
You went to Shenandoah Zepp country
Yeah,
last
we're going
time.
to up in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I was gonna. Well, I was
Is
gonna.
this another one of her friends? I'm assuming.
Yes,
so.
yeah, the only one coming up for us is who's coming up for us? Oh, Noltz. But that's the only wedding that is going on. But it's in Pittsburgh. It's a real fancy wedding. But
More reason
so
to
I
wear the
can't-
shades.
Yes.
More fucking
Yeah.
reason.
But I
100%.
can't stay because that morning we
Golf?
have the Pine Room
Yeah, but do you
World
think
Golf
you think
Classic.
she'll be able to go to the?
I think so.
Well, I mean, the music, lights, all that kind
We'll
of
see.
stuff.
We'll see. She was feeling rough today.
Well,
But,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
A concussion, probably the things that you don't want to do are going to be at a reception.
oh yeah, and she's driving today, so she probably shouldn't be doing that either. But-
Yeah, so.
We won't tell.
yeah. Anyway, she's doing all right. I went and got her a hamburger or something, some other stuff.
No, that's the way to get over concussion. Greasy McDonald's burger.
Most things it helps
Perfect.
get rid of, for sure.
Yeah. So, Chris, this weekend you went up to Kennywood. How was it?
Despite rain, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
What
I've
was the crowd like?
Well, I think the rain probably subdued it a little bit, but waiting in line for those haunted houses was miserable.
You went on what? Isn't it?
It was Phantom.
Were they
Fall
scary,
Fest.
though,
Oh,
Chris?
it's
Yeah,
Halloween.
they were pretty good. Yeah, they were good, but it just started that day. But
Did you walk through them or you ride
no,
something?
you walk through them, but just waiting in line for the one almost like 45 minutes.
Good
and it was
God.
pouring down rain at the time.
Well, because it's like Halloween horror night or something.
Yeah.
like
How
It
long?
was like-
How long do they stay open, Chris? Or they have the Halloween that part of the park?
that
open
part
the whole-
open at 6 till 11.
But how long is it open into the fall?
I
Like-
think October 29th.
Chris,
Oh, okay.
I can think of a lot of things that are don't make me happy in my life, but I think that would be one of the most miserable things.
What?
To stand in line
I like
for
haunted
45
houses.
minutes. No, not going to the
Oh,
haunted
okay,
house.
okay.
Stand in line in the rain.
Oh, well, that,
Well, I did have we had
I-
ponchos on. So if it was 40 degrees, there's no way. If it would have been 45,
I
couldn't
know
have done
if I
it.
could-
I couldn't have done
was it worth the wait?
the
I don't know if anything.
I'm not really sure. You know what?
I get that.
Did
What
you
about
get
a beer?
plus they're giving away
There were a couple. and
thousands
they were
of dollars.
Good.
Is it-
They were cool. They
Is
were
a
really
beer
cool.
worth a 45-minute wait?
No,
No,
No.
no.
Did
No.
you
especially
did you
when
get
it costs
scared?
$27.50.
There was a couple things that made me jump, but I didn't.
Did you
know.
go? Ooh.
No.
Boo hoo.
No, but the
Did you-
waiting in line for the rides wasn't bad. I mean,
How old's your niece? Not your niece.
11.
11. Dicey's niece is
11. Yes,
Did she get scared?
yes, and that's probably why we did it.
That's,
So
good.
for
That's
her,
nice
not-
of
Or
you,
was
though.
it you?
No.
Please,
no.
I want to go.
And then they'd only let like
Nice,
they
see?
did like
Come
10,
on.
10 people in, then they gotta
Oh, yeah.
wait, then 10 more,
Oh, yeah.
12
Come
more.
on.
What's what was the? I haven't been to Kennywood in a long time.
I
Either
haven't
have I.
either. It's the first time I'd been there. And
Chris, do they still have
Decades.
that thing that comes down over the top of the lake and that you swing on the cables?
Oh yeah.
it was inoperable.
Oh,
Probably
well, that's
has
probably
I
Yeah.
tell you, the last
Be
time
like
I went there,
Storming
there
the-
was a shit ton of stuff that was inoperable.
Yes.
Yeah, that's scary as fuck.
I know.
'Cause that
There-
thing-
There were
oof.
like
What's that called?
actually, I got a text message Saturday morning, and it was from work. It was like a group thing because our company sled paid for it. It was like sled day up there. But anyway, it said there was power outages, and a couple of those rides weren't working. So upon going in, they gave us 3 more tickets to go for
Oh,
the
wow.
rest of the year. I mean, I'm not going to go, but
If
but a lot of stuff wasn't they weren't using.
I bet they
it.
didn't dumb down. I know your company paid for it, but I bet they didn't dumb down the price for what
No,
went in there.
you
I'm
kidding
sure.
me?
No,
Yeah.
no,
because they know you
not.
probably won't come back anyway.
Yeah.
Are they
Right,
getting ready to
right.
shut Kennywood down for the? It's almost.
He said
Yeah, I
the
think
29th,
29th, I think.
October,
Oh,
So-
October.
right till
October.
Halloween,
yeah.
basically up to Halloween.
Yeah. So
Dad,
anyway,
Dad,
it was
would you-
fun, but I haven't done that in a long. You guys like rides?
I
You-
love rides.
I like them.
Love
Yeah,
them.
listen. There's heights don't scare me at all. I'll go up on a 40-foot ladder, but that thing you talked about, or the what is
Sky-
that called?
Sky Coaster, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, Sky Coaster. Yeah, they have another names for it at other places, but yeah, it's.
I'm not sure I could do that.
What about the
Which-
one? The one that goes up real high and
Oh,
then
The
Demon
pitfall.
drop.
I like that one.
Demon drop.
Yeah, and
You
that's
like the
it's the same
pitfall,
as the
Matt?
demon drop. Oh yeah, you get that look. The view up there is incredible.
Nah.
I love that one because you don't know when it's gonna
Yeah.
go,
Yeah.
Well,
and I
that
think it's
scared
really
me.
cool.
That scares
And then
me.
all
like,
of a sudden you are literally at the bottom of that. It's over that fast.
well, like what? Like that scares me if it like didn't have any brakes at the bottom.
Well, it's
You
funny
That's
you say
how-
that
I mean,
because I just
you
saw
just
a video
slam into the
That's, I mean,
bottom.
that's like anything.
over in
though.
India, and then it spins around and it drops, and
Just never stop.
no, and just bam, and
Yeah.
then
We
people go
didn't-
bouncing up in the air. and
Wait, did
stuff.
that happen?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I mean, killed him?
No, it didn't kill anybody. I don't think. Well,
But
it
the
may-
video
it
that I
injured a
saw,
couple people really bad.
As soon as it hit, the video stops. I didn't see really like the aftermath.
I can't believe that nobody would be killed. That
There was
thing's
one in
gotta-
Canada that got trapped upside down the other day, Chris. They were upside down for half an hour. Just think
Well,
about
what,
it.
could you-
43 people
on a
it.
roller coaster.
Yeah, it was something with axes. It honestly, it looks like the the big timber logos, the axes. They're like swinging axes, and they like oscillate. There's your word, Jeff. Oscillate, spin around, and they're like going back, and they both axes like stopped upside down. And the people were just hanging there.
That happened to my brother and my dad way back in the day at Cedar Point on the peak of a roller coaster. Wasn't upside down though.
Well, that would help a little, but still
But all
wouldn't
these
be
stories
fun.
are the reason why I don't like rides anymore.
Yeah,
I used to be a huge ride guy.
Did you
but
really?
I loved them. But these stories, and the other thing is, and no disrespect to the people that
Operator
do that.
error.
Yeah, but fuck, man. I mean, we're gonna trust these jackoffs to make sure these machines are working right.
Yeah,
fuck
that's
that,
true.
man.
Yeah. Some of those carny type guys are not the kind of guys I'd want to depend on.
They're passing around a blunt, and we got to go.
Like
fix
Matt,
the fucking thing.
that roller coaster at Ocean City on the boardwalk.
Oh, that thing.
I mean, that like, well, Job hit his head really hard.
I mean, for
last
being
year.
a small coaster, the thing's pretty
It's
violent.
fast.
It's very
When
violent.
Job came down, was knocking
Yeah.
his heads off
Yeah.
the side of the.
He needs
the
to wear one of
chairs.
those helmets that like the
Oh,
little
did that
babies.
just fucking hit him?
see, if
Where
you
is
can,
it? Did.
see if you can see this real quick. This is that one in India. I'll have
Do
to
we have our
split-
screen
I don't
I'll
think
have
I'd
to splice
trust
it up.
anything.
Jeff, that had to
India.
hurt.
Fuck, dude, that would have
Hit
really
him right
hurt.
in the inside of the thigh, like right around his nuts.
Oh.
So like that's
So
kind
I wonder
of
when they realize that we're probably going too fast on the way down.
Several injured after drop.
Something Wong. Something.
Oh, that one person like flew.
I know.
Chris.
You know what? That didn't fall very far. That's why.
Yeah,
nobody
which
got
is
killed.
Well, if that's the pitfall, those
they're
people are dead. I mean,
Oh, the pitfall, yeah.
you would have broke a bunch. You would have broke a
Your
bunch
strong.
of
Where
bones.
was
in
it?
your-
Where
It
was
was like a
crutch,
like
like
a
a
slinky.
Yeah. You would have had
Kennywood.
a lot of rib
They
and
don't have
spinal
that anymore, do
damage.
they?
Chris, was there real
What,
people in the
Pitfall?
haunted house, or was it all fake stuff?
No, there was real people.
I tell you what, God bless those fuckers too, because there's no way I'd be in there. Because I tell you what, your automatic reaction when you're getting scared is you fucking,
Punch.
they're all- yeah,
Go
punch. I ain't
swinging.
fuck that.
Yeah,
man.
and you know what? There was a girl that was dressed up as whatever she was, and she just crawling around on the ground the whole time, like just pretend to reach. And I thought, what if some fucking drunk guy
Starts
just kicks her?
kicking
fucking
her.
punts her.
Yeah, I mean,
those people like train for that,
Yeah.
like year round train for that. I've seen videos of like some of the world's best haunted houses, and
Really?
there are tryouts for it, like
well, there's a
how
sign
good you can be.
on the outside that says, "Please do not touch our actors.
Oh,
They-
yeah.
they will not touch you."
Yeah. Then there are some haunted houses that you have to sign a waiver because they do grab
Yeah.
you and like pull you to
I
different
don't want
places.
that.
Like I think it was the penitentiary. They would take you and they would strap you into a chair and like they'd put you in a room by yourself, put you in a coffin, roll you down like a
Coffin.
Oh yeah, Tom told
really
us they
cool.
put you in a coffin and they roll you in on like on a track down into like a not purgatory. What's the place where bodies go?
Oh,
The morgue.
Mortuary?
Morgue. Yeah, they roll you down in the morgue and it's
Hold
part
on,
of the-
willingly, or they just snatch your ass up?
No. So like you'll be a part of a group and you'll be the one that gets picked
you-
and put into the thing and
Oh, that'd be fun. Jeez, I don't know about that
That ain't
one.
happening.
What did you ever hear that? There was a story, Chris. I think you probably have heard this, where there was one of those Halloween haunted houses, and the actors could touch the people, and they were like groping these women. It's like, and then girls started punching them back, and then of course the guys got mad. It's like, what did you expect, you idiots?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like he's got a Wolfman costume on, and he
one's
starts
ever
grabbing
gonna-
some
yeah.
girl's chest.
Yeah.
Right.
No one's ever gonna know
No,
who he is.
they won't know it's me. They'll
Yeah.
think it's fake.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Well, is the penitentiary's haunted house? Is it good?
Oh, people say
Yeah,
they
it's
travel
good.
from all over.
It's really
the,
good.
Like,
Really?
yeah, eastern part of the country to come.
Have you guys done it?
No, we just
Been
did
a
No.
few years for me,
We
but it
just
was
did
good.
what
You should
we all
take.
did.
You should take. What's her name? What's the niece? Addison.
Addison.
Yeah, should take Addison to that. She was
Yeah, I don't know if she'd been to that
really
one or not,
good.
but yeah.
I don't do good with getting yelled at like that. Like the very first thing they do at the penitentiary is they got this guard that comes out and smashes like on these bars. You get like everybody fall in line, and he'll get up in front of your face, like stay in line, screaming at like right in your face.
Wait, is that
screaming
part
at
of
you.
the act?
Well, yeah, well, yeah, it's part of
then
the
he,
act.
Then he gives you a nightstick to the ribs.
No,
Get
is
in
he-
there, asshole.
But is he like just a tour leader, or is
No,
he?
he's in the scary thing. He's in the haunted, the scare
I-
house.
Well, I thought you meant like at the penitentiary when the tour guides came out.
No. In the actual haunted house.
Oh,
in the
the haunted
actual
house,
one.
okay.
Did piss? What you want to throw down or just?
I don't like it. It makes me mad. I don't like it.
Make you mad or scared?
Yeah.
Both. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like an animal. Like I don't like being.
That would be fucking awesome. Like Job's like, fuck you.
right. Come on, you want some of this?
Fuck you.
I'll go where
Pussy.
I want.
Right. Yeah.
And that there was one.
If I want to go to the electric chair, I'll go to the fucking electric chair.
I saw this one, which there's no way, and I wish I could pull it up. I might pull it up after the break, but there's one where they line you on the wall, and you stand on the wall with your arms spread, and from above you, this sheet of plastic, like on a frame, comes down and covers you, and it's kind of loose. Then they kick a vacuum on, and it vacuum seals you to the wall. So
Ah, fuck that.
I gotta see. I'll show it to you if I can
Wouldn't
find
you
it.
suffocate? Wouldn't you?
There's some kind of limitation on it. Like they don't.
What if
Well,
that?
no, I
what
think
if
the-
that thing goes haywire?
Well, then
Can
you're
you
dead.
rip out?
but
A lot of
I'm,
people
I'm
die.
sure that there's some kind of waiver you had to sign, but there's no way I would do it. I don't the haunted houses don't do anything for me. Don't do anything for me. I don't like being scared. I don't like it. I watched a movie. No One Will Save You. It's new. It's about aliens.
Oh.
It was all right.
What are you going to do when they come? Are you going to be scared or are you going to make friends?
I don't know. No, we'll see. But anyway, what was your favorite ride?
Phantom's Revenge and
Yeah.
the what the hell is it? This Skyrocket.
How many times you go on Phantom's Revenge?
4.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Did you put your hands up in the air?
The first couple times, no.
Oh, but
because
then-
see, the
But
last
then you did?
yeah. Well, once I
how'd you
understood,
do it?
He
Did
knew
you-
what to expect.
Did you like, woo?
I didn't scream, but I would. But a lot of times,
We.
the first time, yeah,
Like,
we, right.
yeah. Chris, that
What, did you sit next to the niece?
On the Thunderbolt, I did.
Chris.
Yeah,
Did you? What's her name? Allison.
Addison.
Addison, get your hands up! Come on!
No, if she would have been, if she was older, she would have probably said, "Get your hands up, pussy."
Chris, that's like
But she's only 11.
that's
so
one of our sayings that we can put. Like you get on the roller coaster and you go down the hill and you yell, "We,
yeah.
we,
We.
yeah."
Wait, the Thunderbolt is the white. Is it white?
Yeah, it's
and
that
then
old wood
And
one.
then the Jackrabbit's white too, isn't it?
And
Aren't
then
they both
then the
wood,
racer.
white?
I think
and-
all three of those
Is
are
the
wooden.
Yeah.
Is the Thunderbolt the oldest
I
wooden
think-
roller coaster
I
in the
think
country?
I think it
Yeah.
is.
No,
No, it's the one at
the Beast. I
The
think.
Beast.
Yeah.
At
Where's that?
Oh, really?
Cedar
No,
Point
Kings
or
Island.
Kings
Island?
Island. That's it. Yeah.
That
Oh.
there's something about a wooden roller coaster that makes
Ooh.
me think I'm gonna get my head cut off.
Yeah.
Like just
Yeah, the way that
Because the
sounds.
chances are kind of high.
Yeah.
So, for
Yeah.
sure.
And they're so small, those
Yeah.
cockpits.
Oh,
Have you
fuck.
been on that Skyrocket? The only reason I ask is it starts out and you go 0 to 50 in like 3 seconds.
No.
I've never done that before, and that was pretty cool.
oh jeez.
So-
Well, that's similar to the one when we were at Ocean City. It just rockets you out of there instantly.
Yeah. You know what
You
doesn't
and
seem to
Curry
make
went on
sense?
it.
So, like, you could wait in line for, well, which we didn't have to, but people can wait in line for like 2 hours at a ride they really want to go on, and it's over in what, like 90 seconds?
Yeah. Did you guys eat there?
Yeah, but
What-
it was
Oh,
all
it was
catered.
company.
Yeah, it was under a pavilion.
Oh, okay. So you didn't have to buy anything the whole time.
Ponchos for the rain, but no.
Did they have beer?
There's beer gardens there, yeah, but I didn't even know they were there.
Yeah, no.
till-
I mean, did
oh no.
Sleds didn't provide beer?
No, because it was from 1 to 2, and then 1 to 2 o'clock hit, that food was gone. So I don't know if they had other companies or renting it out to other
Oh,
people.
so you
Because
got-
it was open till 11. That park was.
That's a nice gift from the. I'm sorry, Jared.
No,
Nice
go
gift
ahead.
for a company to do for
Yeah,
their people. I think that's
they
actually.
do shit.
But
like
let me
that.
guess.
There's a lot of people there.
Let me guess. Did anybody bitch? Was there anybody that was like?
Well, the two
they
people
coulda-
I
they could
talked
have
to.
done more.
No.
Okay,
no,
that's good.
no. But I'm sure there are. I mean, every fucking company does, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't even have to fucking do that.
Not at all.
Someone could suggest to them you ought to do that, and they say, "Fuck you. We don't know you. We don't know you
Right.
anything."
Mm.
But so it was a good day.
Did you go any of the water rides?
I don't even know if they had. I mean, I know
think
the
they-
log jam, but what's the other one called?
It's the
No,
one
I-
you sit in a big inner tube and they can shoot you with the
No.
water. What about the Pittsburgh plunge?
Isn't that
I
the-
didn't even
that's
know if it
the,
was open.
No, that's the big one. You
It
sit
goes
in.
and then
Yeah.
you splash people
Yeah, you
up
splash
on it.
people
Okay.
on the bridge.
Hey, I'm looking here. The oldest wooden roller coaster in the country is Leap the Dips in Lakemont Park in Altoona at 1902.
Still-
The,
Oh, wow.
the
I've
Jackrabbit
done
is
that.
third oldest at 1920, and then
What's the second oldest?
it is the Wild One giant
Job.
coaster at Six Flags.
Did
And
it
then-
say on there that? Did it say when it was built? Because I thought it said 1927. The Racer, maybe?
Which one?
Racer or
Jackrabbit.
Jackrabbit's 1920.
Okay.
Thunderbolt is 5th. That's 1924. And then the Racer is
Is this
19
just Is this just Kennywood?
No, this is all over the country. So the Racer was 1927. So there's 3 of the oldest.
Where's the Beast?
See, I thought it was number
I
one.
don't
That's
know.
crazy.
I guess
The
I'm
Beast
wrong.
isn't even on.
Maybe it's the best
Is the Beast?
Hold on, you know what? Did they tear that fucker down?
because it's the son of the Beast now.
Yeah, you know what? I
Yeah,
think they tore it
yeah,
down.
the Son of the Beast.
Yeah, son of the beast. I like that.
Son of a beast.
What a son of a beast
Oh,
he is.
man, what's the longest you would wait in a in a line?
For what?
I'm telling you, I'm not going over 20 minutes.
For a
No way.
ride?
Yeah,
For
no
a ride.
way.
Oh, so you wouldn't do good at a park at all.
Yeah,
I
20,
mean,
20
I'm-
minutes for me.
Like I
So-
couldn't. There's no way
That's
because
pushing it.
like you say, I mean, you go on it and it's fun, but it's only 90 seconds, and you get off and you gotta go find something else to do.
Yeah, in fact, when we were there when the gates opened, so we got on the might have been the
Oh, nice play. Oh,
oh shit,
Jarrett, watch this play.
Or
I'm sorry.
Anyway,
I'm sorry.
So we got on whatever ride it was. It might have been the Jackrabbit, and there was nobody there waiting. So we just rode it. We didn't even get off. We just rode it twice.
Oh, they didn't make you get off.
No, because there wasn't any.
Oh, that's
lines,
cool.
So,
Oh, no, that's the best.
That's
That's
way-
awesome.
yeah.
Fuck, I may have stayed there all day.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
Run it again.
Yeah, right. Because nobody was.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
so-
cool.
20
It
minutes
was-
tops for you?
Yeah, I could.
Me too.
I don't
What
think
if- what if-
maybe
Yeah,
30.
The only thing I would say is maybe if I was going to that Star Wars world out there
Oh,
in
yeah.
California, I'd probably wait a lot longer.
Yeah, because you're not going to get something like that ever again. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
and
it.
I would have never experienced anything like it, so
Yeah.
I had to
Yeah.
wait for
You
it.
know,
Yeah,
something
I'm-
happens. I'm sorry, Jared.
real quick, I'm looking here at Disney World. The longest wait time this decade that I've seen, 300 minutes.
which is
So it'd be
Over
That's,
3 hours.
3 hours.
4
oh,
hours.
That's
Almost.
almost
Say
4
4
hours.
Yeah.
That was at Guardians of the Galaxy.
No.
It
No,
can't-
that'd be
No, it's 5
5
hours. Yeah,
hours.
it's 5
at least,
hours,
5
yeah.
hours.
I'll
Why?
say this.
5 hours
I
on
mean-
the dot.
You've been to Disney World? I think you said you've been to Disney World.
both world and land.
Matt, you
No,
been?
I've never been to either one.
Chris, you been? I think people that just think Disney World is the greatest thing ever, like where
They call it that, right?
Wear the Mickey Mouse
Greatest thing on
ears
earth.
and the
Greatest.
matching shirts. Listen, all for you for having fun. I love it. I just not for me. It's not for me. I mean, like, why would you ever go spend however X amount of dollars and then wait 4 hours to go on Guardians of the Galaxy?
I'm going to make a really bold statement because it's probably not a fair statement. It's really probably not. It's actually being very judgmental. To me, it's kind of like a fucking cult.
Yeah, definitely.
It is.
Definitely.
I mean, I know that's horrible to say because it's kid oriented. I tell you, there's a lot of conspiracy theories about the whole Disney property and
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
no.
there's
you're right.
there's a whole underground world that we
Yeah.
don't know
There
about.
is.
Walt Disney.
There is.
He was.
Really?
Yeah,
Actually, Brenda from Horrifying History has a whole thing on Disney things, conspiracies about Disney, and some
What
of the
about
strange
it?
occurrences.
What's a conspiracy? I don't even understand what you mean.
Just a lot of things that they're associated with, and
They-
what they stand and represent.
yeah, not in a good way.
No.
Not the way that we think.
No.
really?
No, that's supposed to. The picture's been painted that it's a beautiful place. Everybody, families go there.
Yeah.
It's a,
And all the movies have sexual innuendos in
Yeah.
them all
Oh,
and stuff like
geez,
just
yeah.
Or
strange.
drugs.
yes.
Yeah, which really personally doesn't bother me one bit.
No,
but
I
it's
could
just,
give two fucks about that.
it's like, yeah, it's not what it's cracked up
No,
to be,
not
or
at all.
as advertised.
And actually, I'm going to take it one step further, and obviously we're going to hurt some feelings on this too. I think it's even weirder that you have fucking grown-ass adults that don't have kids and fucking go make a vacation out of that shit.
Yeah.
Now that is,
I think
that
that's
is
weird,
odd.
too. I mean, listen.
But I mean, teach your own. Here's the deal. If you work and you get time off, you should be able to enjoy whatever
Yeah,
the
maybe
fuck
there
you
are
want.
people that like it.
mean,
I don't
and
know.
good for them, but I find it fucking weird.
I would say though that like I just said, I would do it at the Star Wars one. I'd be the fucking weirdest kid in the world, and I would love
I'm
every
with you
fucking
there,
second
Matt.
of it. Like I would, but I agree, Jeff. I don't want to go ride the teacups.
But also,
but that's so popular. There's like a million of you people. It doesn't matter. You wouldn't be.
No, I'm
weird at all, I
not
don't think.
bothered by any of it. Like
No,
that's
I know
fine.
you're
They
not,
can make
but,
fun of me all they want.
but also, Star Wars is a very. I mean, that like in relative, in comparison to all the other stuff at Disney, it's more of an adult thing to enjoy.
And honestly, they didn't originate with Disney. Disney bought them.
Yeah,
so
and
it's really not even a Disney product.
I think what is more weird is if a guy goes to Toy Story Land by himself or to to Mickey Mouse World and takes pictures with Goofy. I think that
yeah, because I think that
Daffy Duck and
that fucker's
Donald
got
Duck.
hidden agendas, just like a
Yeah,
fucking
right.
dude dressed as a
Chubb,
female going into a fucking.
Speaking of Toy
bug
Story,
bag.
I wanted to mention this to you. Sunday morning, did you see what they were doing with the NFL game in London?
no.
Oh yeah, the
It's
Toy
gonna
Story
be.
game.
I can't wait to
Oh,
watch
this is
it.
the Nickelodeon
Yeah,
thing.
no,
No,
this
it's
one's
Toy
Toy
Story
Story. So
game.
Disney's doing it. It's Disney Pixar. They're doing the Jags and Falcons. Is that how they play?
Yeah.
Falcons.
Yeah, Jags,
in London, they're doing it all in actual like the Toy Story, like the CGI Toy Story. It's going to be awesome.
Wait.
Yes,
wait.
What?
they're taping the game. Trevor Lawrence is going to look like a cartoon, like a Disney Pixar throwing a ball on Sunday. It's going to be on
For the
They're
whole
doing-
game?
Wait.
They're doing two broadcasts, obviously.
Oh.
The regular one. Yes, they're
How are
they're
they
putting
animating it?
They're animating it through the camera. And
What is it like?
it's-
Like motion capture?
Yes,
Like,
yes. It's going to be on at 9:30 in the morning. It's going to be
I might
incredible.
watch that on
I'm
game.
looking forward to it.
That's
because-
on Sunday
because
or Monday?
The Nickelodeon game was my
Sunday
favorite game
morning.
they've ever had
Sunday
to broadcast. Just because it was so different, and their kids that'll call the game would
oh
be really
damn!
neat.
I gotta.
Matt, you
9:30
gotta
a.m.
put that on at the casino.
Oh yeah, I'd love to hear my people. I'll watch it in my office though. Like,
But it'll be on the same time as the regular game.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
that's how they're advertising it. Yeah.
what they do? They did like Double Dare shit.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
did-
The Nickelodeon
Oh,
one.
yeah.
They did it on Christmas. It was really neat,
Was
and,
that
and the little
for,
kids did a great job.
Will they do that again this year? Because I did enjoy that the one time.
I think they are. Yeah. So this is how Disney's going to try to compete with that. So yeah.
Is there still a Double Dare?
No,
don't think there
no,
is.
It's
Was that Mark
done.
Summers?
Yeah, Mark
the
Summers.
host?
Summers.
Mark
Wow,
Summers.
man.
He hosted one of those rock and roll
Yes, he did.
Jeopardy
yeah.
shows or
Oh.
something.
Yeah, because wasn't one of those shows was Summer Sanders? Wasn't she?
Yeah.
The swimmer. She
Yep.
was on one of them.
I don't know.
Hey, I think that's gonna be really cool. It
Yeah.
it looks like it's in the
Yes.
room.
They
in,
actually
in
show
Andy's room.
in Andy's room is the field. Yeah.
Nice. Well, here's a
We'll be
couple of
golfing, won't we?
Oh yeah.
Oh
we'll be-
yeah, you
we'll
guys,
be
you,
busy.
better, you have to tape it.
Well, here's a couple
They
of
even do that.
conspiracy theories for Disney. Number one, which I don't think is really a conspiracy theory, it's just like one of those things that everybody thinks. Walt Disney's head is in cryogenic storage.
So
which
it's Ted Williams.
Yeah.
I think is that not real?
I don't know.
I don't know. 2, Walt Disney left behind 5 years of micromanagement videos for his executives. I don't get why that's a conspiracy theory. Walt Disney left money in his will for the first man who gets pregnant. I don't know what that
He's
is.
getting close to cashing that one.
4, Walt
That already
Disney.
happened, I think.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
Walt Disney was born out of wedlock, not that big of a deal. Cinderella Castle can be dismantled and moved, not that big of a deal. Disney World is covered by a giant protective dome. I don't get that because it rains there. No one can die at Disney Park.
Well, that kid got eaten by an alligator, so I
Yeah.
don't think that's true.
Put that one aside. The busts at the Haunted Mansion are modeled on Walt Disney's face.
Boy, these are
There's
deep,
nothing really exciting.
deep conspiracies
And,
here.
well, and then so that's where that goes. So those are all like lighthearted. Then the last one is Walt Disney was a Nazi sympathizer.
Right? Yeah, I've heard that one.
So that's great.
The Seven Dwarfs were rapists or something
Yeah.
like
Something on those
based
lines.
along
Yeah.
like drug induced, like they were on drugs and they were raping Snow
Yeah,
White or
yeah.
something.
I believe it.
Not
Says-
that that's funny. Sorry,
Says
I
stories
didn't
that
laugh.
Walt Disney also met with Benito Mussolini in Italy are false.
Speaking of Nazis, you guys see that coach got fired in that high school coach got fired in Cincinnati or Cleveland? Immediately, they were playing this football, obviously Friday night. They were playing a traditionally Jewish school, and the play calls were using Nazi. Yeah, using
Oh boy,
Wait, using the word Nazi?
using the word Nazi. The play calling was.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, how fucking dumb are you?
That's
You're
what
just
I said.
a fucking goof.
You're a goof.
such a goof.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of something on those lines, and we may not be able to talk
That's-
about it on this. There's somebody stepped
Yeah.
down in the
You didn't hear
High
about
County
that?
school system.
Oh yeah. I
What?
don't.
Yeah, something about a meme.
Yeah, they
Yes.
commented on. We can't talk about it. Fair.
I don't know, but I know what it is. It's fucking hilarious. It's the one.
What's the meme?
happened on
the
Sunday,
one with
didn't
you probably won't even
It's
know.
about Oregon and Colorado, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
and it was
Oh,
about
good
a
God.
porn star.
But was it out of line to be on a?
Oh my gosh, it's absolute brain dead, brain rot. Like how he even thought it. Like
Yeah.
he must have thought that it was on his other account because
There's no way he would have done it.
no.
So what was it?
Do you know he?
The one that was fired?
Yeah, well, he stepped down, quote unquote.
Or step down.
I know
who
he
he is. Yeah, I know. Who
Actually,
he
a
is.
good guy.
What is
Really?
it?
Yeah, good
What
guy.
is it, Joe?
Is it going to ruin his career, like moving forward? Like he
No,
won't be able to get a teaching
probably
job
not.
somewhere?
But
Probably
here's the
not.
thing.
Okay.
If it does, and I don't even know what the meme is, and it can't be that horrifically bad. There's no way.
And it for a school system, yes.
What was the meme? I
So
wanna
can we
find
talk
it.
about it, or we're not?
Yeah,
allowed-
can
you
we
don't have to
say
say
the meme?
person.
Yeah, let's not talk about the guy. We're
Not
talking
the
about
person.
the meme.
I'm trying to find it right now.
It's something with half naked. Were they all the way naked, Jarrett?
No, but it was.
Oh, I know exactly what it is. Hold on, I'll try to find it and then I'll show you.
Well,
guys.
Jared, who would be offended by this?
They said parents and kids.
I mean,
that-
parents, and it's
The
it
kids
definitely
probably loved
it definitely was out of line for
Okay.
a school system.
How long
for
was it
sure.
up there?
Wait,
I
so it
don't
was
know.
on a school account?
Yes.
Yeah, because
Wait,
it
like-
relates
like-
the school's Twitter account
Twitter.
or Ohio
X
County Schools.
account.
Ooh, yeah. That's a bad idea.
They replied
that's a
to
bad
the
idea.
tweet, so it obviously popped up on the account.
So he didn't post it.
No, but he replied to the tweet, and it popped up on the account. And
Replied to it as an administrative account.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
Good
I
Lord.
can't
And
wait to
just
hear
with-
that.
I think
So-
Now that's just a bad
It was
mistake by
really
him.
bad.
Bad
It was a-
mistake.
yeah.
Bad mistake.
Is it,
But
is
it-
it fireable?
I don't know if it
If
was.
it's a-
fired.
Chris, I don't think it should be. Maybe you
Listen.
get in trouble or get suspended
I
or
mean,
something.
It looked real.
Today's world, you
did
know
look
the
bad.
answer.
Nowadays,
that.
Chris, you're getting fired for.
So what is it?
anything.
I'm intrigued.
trying.
now.
Yeah, well,
I'm
it's
trying-
hard to even describe. Really, it's in our other group text, Joe. It's
in home.
and yeah.
But the guy is a good guy. I know.
Nah,
him.
that sucks,
I know him.
man. That sucks.
Yeah, I know him, and I know the kind of guy he is, and it was probably just a
It's definitely a mistake. Definitely
huge
a mistake
on his part,
uh,
and he probably is crying right now, just thinking, why?
Oh.
But you gotta
Yeah,
be
you gotta be
smarter
super
than that,
careful.
man.
especially
Yeah.
nowadays. I mean,
You got to
that's-
triple check everything.
Social media is just
It's the end of your life,
You're
literally.
done. You're
But also,
done.
what happened to? I mean, and here's I don't even know what it is. So I don't want to say this too, but people don't make mistakes.
No, that's you're
Right,
not
well,
allowed
that's
to.
the thing.
Jeff. If you offend the wrong people, you can't
Jeff,
make a
that's
mistake.
exact. And how many people are going to be really scarred by this? Okay, I know it
And
was
it's a
bad,
fu-
but it's
it's-
just going to be
what
like
words.
people are going to suffer.
See, I
for a
could
while
be
for
I
seeing
could be
this, like-
wrong with this. I think it was more embarrassment almost
Yeah.
that he did it. That's what I would think because
embarrassed. You mean High County Schools?
both in personal embarrassment. Not that I guess everybody would know who tweeted it, but I would be very embarrassed if
shame.
I did that.
I'm trying to find it. So just.
But
give me a
anyway,
second.
as you said, people make mistakes. But man, you make them like that, man. It's you're done. You're absolutely done.
How many years do you think? How many years do you guys think? Long ago, that if that situation would have occurred, that it wouldn't have been as big deal.
Oh, like how many years
How many
back?
years? Like we talk,
Who-
like this society that we're in now. How long have we actually
probably-
been living this fucking shit?
Probably
now?
about 5. I would
I'd say 5 or 6 is
Probably
what I would
5.
say. I
What
think
do you say?
I don't really know because
Probably 5.
I think about 5 or 6, Coach. I agree.
5. He would have got called in.
Right before COVID,
Yeah,
kind of.
he would have got called in. Said, "Hey, listen, this is man, this is bad." They would have got it down. It would have gone away in a week. And
Okay, so
Handled
if you guys-
in-house.
If
Yeah.
you guys are able to identify how many years that has been in 5 or 6 year window, what has changed in the last 5 or 6 years that has made us go from one fucking side
Because-
to this fucking far now?
because so many guys are making stupidity decisions that are putting school systems and coaches and administrations in a bad position, like Mel Tucker, guys like that, and this guy that uses a Nazi and
Yeah, that's
play.
just fucking
Those
dumb.
are just stupidity that they're backing
Somebody else in the
administration in the corner. They got to act. So now anytime anybody makes any kind of mistake, there's no gray area anymore. It's
all
they get-
eyeballs on you now
gotta
more
get-
than
you-
ever.
it's a
good
People
point,
are
Mark.
out there scrutinizing. They also have news outlets who hunt this stuff down
True.
as their job, which
And-
never used to be to destroy people's lives.
And I'm not going to defend Mel Tucker because he's an idiot with what happened. But if that's a relationship that's consensual and
Yeah.
what
What did he do wrong?
and you know, he was beaten off, you know, on the phone. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of guys around that do that. You know, that it's just
Yes,
in
you're
his situation in the public eye, he looks like a freak.
Yeah.
And he might be. He was stupid for doing it and, you know, just dumb. But it just, and the lady, who knows, the lady might have turned on him just because
Why
she
isn't
knew.
that what
Yeah,
it was?
See, that's
Like,
my
he was
understanding.
supposed to-
That's what happened.
Yeah,
I heard
because
they
I was-
wanted him out of there, and they tried to find something to frame him up. That's
Yeah.
what
And then I
I've been-
thought that
Yeah,
maybe he was going to end that relationship.
And I'm not
she got
defending him
pissed.
by any stretch,
No,
but I'm just
No,
saying.
he
That's a
still
bad
put
look.
himself in a bad,
Yeah, it's a
stupid
bad-
position
Absolutely
by acting
did.
like a juvenile moron. But yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean,
But here's
there's
the
far
deal.
worse atrocities in the world than that.
A lot.
And I agree, very bad decision. You, as a leader of a program like that, you hope that you're hired
great example.
because you're making good decisions. But also, what happened to the days of what two consensual people do is fucking their business and not Jeff
Yeah.
Doyle's business.
Well, that's
They
the
don't
other
care
thing.
about that now.
I
No,
mean-
no privacy's respected now.
I mean, that's crazy to me. I mean, I agree with Mark. He made fucking bad decision, and obviously, when you're that's dumb. But fuck, man. I mean, if
And once it got in the public eye,
Yeah.
there's no way he can step back
No
on
way.
the field. Not a chance in front of those players who
So
are
how would
gonna
they
think-
take him seriously?
Right, the players are going to.
Can you imagine
That's a good point,
the
though,
taunts he would receive
Oh,
on the
here's-
road?
here's-
We
Can you
found,
imagine that?
we found the meme.
That's what was posted.
Colorado, Oregon.
Well, I don't get it. What's
Yeah, I
the?
Oregon.
You could
fuck
probably
Colorado.
context clue. You
Yeah,
could probably
context
figure it
clues.
out.
Oh. Okay, I got it. I got
I
it.
mean, really though?
Yeah,
Oh
really.
my God.
I mean,
so,
that's,
what was his statement? What was the guy that
He
stepped
just
down?
replied to it and said accurate.
Boy, oh boy!
Hold on, I'll be honest
I
here.
gotta tell you, I don't think
That's
this dude should
absurd.
even possibly lose his job. Now, you can't put it on a school account.
that's
if
my
that's
thing,
the
is
reason
that-
why you got in trouble, okay. But man, if that's just your opinion and you're an employee
The
of that,
school account was what hung him.
yeah,
I would
that
agree.
had
with
to
that.
be.
That's what hung him.
I mean, that's completely benign.
Because
to
I'll
me.
be honest with you, I guarantee you, majority of people that see that don't understand what it is.
100%.
I didn't at
a
first.
lot
To
won't.
begin with, two, it's not if he had posted that.
Like if he's the initiator,
Yes, then I see it's even a different level.
I would agree.
Right.
Then replying still is bad because it pops up on their page. But unless he did it himself, which like Jarrett said, I think I would have probably just. Honestly, I don't think I would be. It depends on how I'm viewed because I think any student of our Ohio County Schools
Would have thought
that
it's
sees
unbelievable.
that
Yeah.
would have gone nuts. But I can tell I know how parents are, and it just be.
If
like,
you're a parent and you got offended by that, you need to have your
well,
fucking head
and
examined.
if you're a parent and you know what that is, then it's like okay, this like
yeah,
you're not
just as
you're-
guilty.
Yeah, I mean,
if you want to call it that.
I love though the fact of the matter, and I know you guys know this. Like in the 21st century, how many people that want to throw fucking shade and the shit they're doing in their own fucking household.
yeah.
I mean, come on, are you kidding me? That's absurd.
Well said, Jeff.
I mean, my God, that's unbelievable.
So he just scrolls through Twitter and he sees that. So then he's on.
So he
Yeah,
must
okay.
have.
He
He
must have
must
been
have
on
thought
there.
he
so
was.
then he replies.
I thought he was
Yeah.
on his
I
own
thought he was
personal
on
He
account.
thought he was
personal
on a
account.
burner account like
Okay,
his
yeah,
own.
imagine
And then
that.
when you were, if you're on Twitter,
What do you do? Just follow it or like
well,
it?
if you're
or-
on Twitter and you reply to a tweet, that reply in that tweet shows up on your page,
okay.
so as if you posted it. So
Oh
yeah,
man,
not
You know,
good.
I thought it was going to be a lot worse than that. I
Me
got to be
too. I
honest
did
with
too.
you.
You know, this is a really valid point, and actually, because I know we got to get going here, but you know, we have a couple people in
saw
our
that.
group that doesn't want to do this because of fear of some things. And this is, and I know we all want to throw shade, and I'll be honest, I know I have to watch what the fuck I say just in what I do too. This is a really prime example on why our cat is probably not wrong.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm not wrong on,
yeah. 100%.
I mean, and it's really sad because I know we've busted some balls, and I know you need to step outside and have a backbone and stuff like that. But unfortunately, how the world fucking spins things, to me, I think your word benign is very fucking appropriate because I don't understand that. I don't understand why
I
that's.
think if he did do it on the schools
I get
Ohio
that.
County property, I guess that was probably the problem. So whereas, and he was an individual actor here too, so that doesn't help. But like people in our group who are afraid to talk on this thing, I don't know. I don't see it as the same because you're coming into a conversation. You're not necessarily initiating it, but you still have maybe input to it. So it kind of I get where you're going.
No,
there,
but
Jeff.
I get it. But unfortunately, I wish your way was right. But I think anymore it is
Yeah.
But is
People
this
spin
guy
shit,
going to
man.
get fired though?
I mean,
It's
That's
dangerous.
the thing. I don't
Social
know.
media you should never post on
Yeah, he's
anyway.
gone,
it's a
Matt.
big mistake.
He resigned.
Okay,
I'm
but
sure
so they
gave
were
him an
going to.
option. Oh,
okay.
absolutely.
Yeah, which is
well, they probably
insane.
did him a favor.
Insane.
See,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
firing
They
this
did him a
guy, but
favor.
they ain't looking for the damn eagle. That pisses me off. Fuck that.
Yeah, and
Priorities,
that-
Matt.
Yeah, I know, really.
We're
God
gonna
damn
take a
it.
break and talk about that. So we'll be right back. You're listening to the Pine Room Podcast, but you don't just have to listen to the podcast. We have some other stuff out there too, like Bettor's Last Stand, our sports betting show covering all things sports and betting. Or Soup and Stuff, where Soup sits down with business owners, athletes, and other professionals for good conversation. Or if you want to listen to us live, you can tune into the Watchdog, FM 98.1 or AM 1600. Or you can listen live online at thewatchdognetwork.com. You're listening to the Pine Room Podcast. Big news happening in Wheeling. Phoenix Fire is her name.
Yeah,
Coming
that's
to
her name.
Godfathers if you're interested. When?
Godfathers or Jills?
I think Friday. and
Godfathers.
Godfathers. Yeah, her name's Phoenix Fire. She said an aerialist. I think the guy said an
Wonder what that
aerialist,
means.
Areolist.
and she
And that.
competed in the Stripper Olympics.
I wonder if
We
she
need-
oscillates.
we
Do you
need
think
to-
she oscillates?
Like
Guaranteed.
our
Oh, I
thing.
guarantee you, she
What do you
oscillates.
Probably
think-
on some interesting apparatus.
What do you think
Yeah, I
is,
was gonna
the,
say.
is the criteria or the qualifier to be in the Stripper Olympics?
Well, I'll look it up.
Oh,
What's
boy.
like?
Yeah, look that
Yeah,
up. Jared.
that's
I can think of a few things.
Did-
No,
do they-
no gag reflex. There's one.
Post that on a High County
That's
school.
that's the
double penetration.
that's the pole vault.
double
Yeah.
penetration for sure.
I think that
DP.
the word has been used several times at the Pine Room on a Saturday. Something about a guzzler. I'm not sure.
How much can you
Wait, now
swallow?
that's the Olympic. That's not based on their looks. It's based on their actions.
Well, that's part of
I
guzzling.
mean, I would guess.
Guzzle's a verb.
All right, guys.
Action.
I found the Stripper Olympics courtesy of Michael's Men's Club. You win $5,000 in cash. It's actually been the 10th annual.
Oh.
This has to be almost like Rough and Rowdy.
Now,
Three
what
main
I think
Where's this
what-
at?
what
This
I-
is incredible.
What I think is funny is on this webpage, there are girls that are stood and they got medals on. They got like
Yeah, they
real
look very
official
nice.
looking
Proud
medals.
moment.
This
on.
girl's got glasses
We
on.
gotta
She
find
looks
out
like she
what-
just won a spelling
So
bee.
does it have the events?
So we got three main categories: pole work, floor show, and then lap dance. And then we have our
pretty-
previous winners.
It's pretty vanilla. Chris.
We got
Yeah,
some.
right.
Yeah, I mean, I
Well,
don't
you
want
know
to-
what, Chris?
they're
I
not-
think we assumed that they meant porn star Olympics, not stripper Olympics.
Yeah,
That's
right.
where
did-
we
Hey,
took ours
Matt,
though wrong.
yeah,
we
I
over-embellished
misinterpreted that. I'm sorry if I offended any strippers. I didn't mean that you don't have to touch anybody's organ except your own.
That's a big difference.
Yeah,
Matt.
I'm sorry. That
Hey,
is a
we-
very big difference.
Here's our previous winners. These are some really good.
There's good names
We
here.
got some good names. In 2000, this is starting in 2011, going up. Katarina Cat.
Where was she from?
That's
It doesn't say.
Is that a C's or K's?
This is
KK?
Hey, I tell you what, this has to be unbelievably first class.
Wonder where
This
the
is
Olympics
in-
are held. Does
this-
it say where?
Oh,
We're
yeah,
fucking
no,
hoping.
This is
Why don't we
sorry,
put
I
the
was gonna
poll
say.
in?
Listen where they're at. Broussard, Louisiana.
Oh boy!
That's
Oh
what- that's
boy!
good.
I bet you there's
Probably
some
down in the
treats
bayou.
there.
Yeah.
Oh
Right down
my!
well, where Southern Comfort was filmed.
Yes.
Yeah,
Chris.
so here's some of
Cajun
our
girls.
Katarina Cat, Lacey Rain. How about this one? Farrah Frost. Veda Kiss. Barbie Dollars. Natasha Nova. Shar Zane. Annie Lane. And then Bailey Fox.
All right, without us looking at these chicks, if we walked in our mall and we walked past these girls, all 10 of them, would we be like, oh, fucking hands down, she's on a pole? Or would you be like, oh, no way?
A few of them. There's one. I swear it looks like she has a medal on for a spelling bee. She has glasses on. Nice haircut. She looks normal.
Who would Jeff?
a nice hair.
Who would Jeff? Who would Jeff want Luke to bring home for dinner?
Definitely. Well, I don't. It doesn't.
That's a really good question.
Any of them.
Great fucking question. And what are we having for dinner that night?
Definitely
Fish for
definitely
sure.
fish.
That's awesome.
Oh, jeez.
I want to hear the answer though. Who's coming to Doyle for dinner?
Well, I don't. I see. It doesn't have.
I
their
think it's
name.
that
I'm
girl
going
with
fair.
last
Fair
name
Frost.
Dollar.
Barbie Dollars.
Barbie dollars.
I think it goes first.
Lord, that was really
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who's 6 on that list?
I think it was.
down?
I think it was Barbie Dollars.
Barbie
there we
dollars.
go.
There you go.
Hey, Dad, I want to meet Barbie.
So Chris, you're the only one that can speak on behalf of this.
I really?
And I apologize. Having a daughter, I know
there
we
you
all.
go.
I know there's a lot of the remark is the ultimate goal as a dad of a daughter is just to make sure you keep her off the pole kind of thing. Like if Emily came home to you and was like, you know what, Dad, I didn't want to do school, this and that, and I tell you this much, this place in Chicago just offered me all kinds of money, like, what would that be like in the Pavlik household? I'm sorry, it's a horrible.
I can't even because I don't know how. I mean, I'd be mortified.
Mortified, right? Like, that would be hands
it'd
down.
Just make me sick.
What would be worse though? And this is going crazy right now. I guess. But if you had a, because there's a lot of straight dudes that are in gay porn.
Yeah. That just makes
There really is because there's stupid money.
Well, they make
Stupid money.
ridiculous amounts because there's not enough gay stars.
yeah. So,
Oh, really?
Wait a
yeah.
sec. Are you guys being serious?
Yeah, but I
Dead
don't
ass
really
serious.
know how. I think you fail to be straight if some guy's sucking your dick. Like,
I remember reading that about Peter North. They said he
Wait a
did
sec.
Peter
gay
goes in.
porn.
Yeah, that is true though.
I mean,
Jay.
I really
Wait,
think
Peter North.
you're
who
out.
Was, who was
Like,
Peter North? Did he?
he's
It's
the-
Peter
one of the
goes in
guys
his
that had
brother, I think,
The
if I'm not-
decorator was that his
Yeah,
name?
yeah.
Was he in? Was he?
Yeah.
He could fill
Adult
up
film
at-
star,
yeah,
coach.
he can fill-
This would be the last time. Hey, listen. This would be the
Bunch.
last time that we have the old guys on at once.
Yes,
in the
right.
Brady Bunch. Jeez, him and Florence Henderson were
So I
laying a pipe to her.
I'll answer it. Straight son, kind of gay porn, hands down, would be number one. But
You're taking
Yes,
the girl's
yeah.
daughter stripper over the gay porn, right?
yes,
Oh, yeah,
100%.
yeah. No, I figured so.
Yeah,
Well, I think that most dads that we've ever had this conversation would be against that first. Like you'd rather your I didn't want to say.
Yeah, Chris, the way I look at it is if she did,
see,
which
I don't
obviously
know.
she's not, but if she did do that, it's better than being in porn, period.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
yeah,
and
yeah.
then or being some girl who's sucking
Well,
cock for drugs.
I'll tell you
There's
this.
the other
Right.
side.
We went to
Yeah.
one in
and
Key-
Emily
Key
listens
West.
to this show. So.
Key
Yeah,
West,
that's,
and
she'll love it. I mean, just talking about it.
we went to one in Key West, and they like the amount of money that goes in and out of there.
Meaning
I mean,
a strip club?
especially yes,
Oh,
and
yeah,
especially
yeah.
at a high traffic
Oh
place
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
And none of those girls did anything. I mean, not with any of our guys. Like, didn't do anything crazy. And I know a lot of money was given and nothing happened.
They basically
so, like,
tease you.
yeah. So I mean, that to me is way better than doing anything physically.
Jeff,
Good one.
when you say mad money for that, like what kind of money are you talking?
I think it's in the porn industry.
Yeah.
It's the upper echelon of financial piece. Like it's the most. I couldn't give you a dollar amount, but I know it's like
hundreds, thousands, hundreds.
I heard, Jeff,
don't know.
you may have heard similar, 5 times what a straight guy actor makes. So if
Really?
a straight guy actor's making $25,000 a film, they're making 5 times that.
Well,
for one.
and I think it's almost like it's kind of like YouTube. It's like kind of like the worst version of what we do. Like it's
Yeah.
an industry. It's an industry where like you're trying to be the best of the best. So like you're fighting against each other, like to be the best of the best. So like obviously the more popular you are, like if you're Ron Jeremy, you make way more money than if you're
Right.
what's her name, Barbie Dollars, like because you're just you worked your way up the totem pole. I don't know. It's
Hey,
gross.
I've got some information on Michael's Men's Club. This guy wrote. I'm not lying.
Where's
wrote
this
an
at? Baton
entire-
Rouge?
Lafayette, Louisiana.
Oh, Lafayette.
This is incredible. This guy wrote an entire article on this. He says, I just returned from the Stripper Olympics competition at Michael's Men's Club in Lafayette, Louisiana. What a beautiful club. Recently remodeled, and man, what a job they did. The private rooms are plush, each with unique artwork. TV, and individual audio
TV?
controls. You can watch the main stage action from your private room while selecting club audio, TV audio, or plug your phone in and listen to your own music.
And I wonder how much it costs to do that. That guy's a genius. Whoever
Can you
came
watch
up
a
with
pro
it.
football
He's a
game while you're in there?
100%.
The guy's a genius that thought of that.
Yeah.
It's
Really good.
unique, and it's probably attracts 1 million people.
Great artwork.
I'll say this though: if this guy's going to this strip club and then coming home and writing about a 4-paragraph article,
Oh, boy.
and he's going by himself, he's got major
Well,
problems.
or he was an investigative reporter. I'll give him that benefit of the
Oh,
doubt. Maybe. I
Chris,
mean, more likely what you said.
Like he went in, he flashed a
The
badge.
paper sticks to his
working
hand. Chris,
Associated
I bet.
Press.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know, that's, I mean,
so bad. Oh God.
Oh my
What
goodness!
was just said?
You gotta
But the-
hear. Listen to this. On my trip to Lafayette, I had 2 firsts. I've never seen the national anthem sung in a strip club, and I was proud to see everyone standing for it.
Champ.
All right.
That was how
That'd
they
be
kicked off the
perfect.
He had
Stripper
been a door
Olympics.
guard there.
They sung the national anthem to kick off the stripper.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is.
Wait, we might have to take a trip down. I don't know. That's dangerous. You're right. That's
that's
exactly
Southern
where
Comfort.
Southern Comfort was,
yeah,
right in
you're-
the bayou down there in Lafayette.
He ends the article by saying, "Congratulations to all the MMC Stripper Olympics contestants. They were all winners in my book."
No.
Chris, if they got a pig on a spit out back and that guy with one arm walks in, you know it's time to leave.
Oh, gee,
that
yeah.
spiked cage thing
Or they-
comes up.
and that bayou
Like a-
music.
Oh.
A guy guts a
The
pig
banjo.
on the tailgate of his truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
that
Bailey,
little kid's that little
Bailey
deformed
Fox
boy.
killed it. She won first place. She got first in lap dance, floor show, and pole.
Wow.
What's she look like? What's her
killed
assets? Top heavy or bottom heavy?
Uh,
or both?
Wonder who the judges are. That's.
No, they do it on like a dummy.
I'm sorry.
They do it on a dummy, on a like a crash test dummy.
Like
Right,
you're
but
not
he's saying
the judges.
somebody's
Yeah,
got to
the
pick
judge.
like
The
how
judge.
they
Not
did
the
it.
judge.
Not
Even
the
though they were,
victims.
yeah, not the
Not the victims.
not the
I was
apparatus.
thinking, I was
the
thinking
dancee.
like he's thinking of the judges that judge the lap dance.
But they're watching like a boxing match. They're like, oh, okay, I like her form here. Okay, that she's a little too high here. Like, I don't know.
And what are the standards? Like, who sets the protocol on who's good and who's not
Like if
good,
if her
right?
ass claps, does that like get her
right,
points?
yeah.
That's wild, though, man. I tell you, there's a whole fucking, I think, story behind
She must
this.
have
like,
all of her teeth.
Yeah,
Right,
I
that's
wonder
a-
if you
that'd
wonder
be a
if you
good
have to
start.
go to some sort of school to be a judge for this. Like you had to be a
Like,
Wonder if they get extra points for like farting and stuff
Right.
like that.
what the?
Well, like
Extra
Not-
credit.
They got to do it on
Now,
command.
Why would that?
only when
Warren.
they can clap their ass afterwards.
Yeah,
Just a little
clap.
poof.
You know what?
Yeah.
You shake your head,
Stardust.
but I agree with that. That's a good point he just made.
Wait, that earns extra credit.
Extra.
Anything goes. I mean, how do you, I mean, I don't know.
Chris would be I think like, should
So like
probably
if she's
be
doing it, she
deducted.
burps. That
But what if she can shoot things out of her?
that would
Oh,
be.
God.
Chris, would you like that? If she shot it across the room like a golf ball?
I mean, it would be funny to
put
see.
it
Which
put it
I'm
right
sure
in the
some
cup,
of them
which
can.
I've seen videos of a girl that can do
Absolutely.
that.
Yes.
Oh my
You know,
gosh.
there's probably another Olympics for that.
Oh, without a doubt. That's called a talent show.
zinger.
I never saw that at school.
Oh my gosh.
Damn.
Wow.
I tell you what, I just don't understand. And God bless them, and good for them if they're making a whole bunch of money. And I'm talking across the board. Whatever you do, fuck it. If you're making money and you're happy, but it'd be weird to wake up in the morning and like, you know what? I'm gonna be a stripper.
Yeah.
Like how the fuck? Like what part of your life or where are you at mentally wise?
I
that
would-
you like, hey,
I would think that you either know somebody that's in it, like a friend might be in it, or like somebody that you're acquaintances with. Maybe they're working as a side gig at like your main job, and maybe you hear about how much money they make. But again, I don't know how you would wake up. It's just like maybe you were working at like a bank, and then you get laid off, and you go, all right, I'm just gonna
she's the hot one though. She was a
She
bank
lost
teller
her
or
jaw
something like
as a
that.
teller.
She was working at BB&T and then she went to Chills. Like, that's awesome.
Hey, how about the daughter brings her in for show and tell?
Oh God! Yeah, bring your
to the third grade class.
Mommy, come up
Mommy
front.
comes What does your mom do for a living? Oh boy!
Nobody, all the teachers are gone. There's no teachers in the class.
She claps her ass and farts. God, I love my mommy.
Oh
Oh my god.
Unbelievable. Wild.
Some girls just like to walk around naked though, Jub. So maybe they just wanna
That's
do
true.
it.
And you know, good for them.
And Jeff, there are honestly, you got to think about this. There are different levels of strippers too. There's their low class,
like scumbag,
like
and then
like
South
the,
Wheeling,
like the
Come
Ace of
on.
Spades or
and
the
then
King of Clubs. That
there's
one.
probably Vegas strippers that are
without a
protected
doubt.
by.
Oh yeah.
By,
And that, like Jub said, that place down in Key West, and I've been to a couple in
I
Miami that
bet
are like
they're-
the most exotic
and
women
they're
in the
making
world.
they're making,
making
huge money.
fistfuls
Huge
of
money.
money.
and
money.
something that I like noticed,
They probably don't
especially
fart.
in
Dangerous curves.
Key,
Right there.
Yeah, it's dangerous curves.
in Key West, a lot of them were foreign. So
Yes,
that
yeah,
might be
exactly.
like, well, and plus, if there's somebody that's just here for a little bit, nobody knows who you are.
Tons
think
of foreigners. In the
I
good
think the
cities.
girl over by Abby's that holds the
Oh
sign.
yeah, the limp lady.
Yeah,
I just seen her. I just seen her on the way
Used to
across the
dance
bridge.
at Dangerous Curves.
Without
Yeah.
without a doubt.
There was a pregnant girl in there
Here's-
one time
okay.
dancing at
Oh,
Dangerous Curves
yikes.
that was drinking a Budweiser on the stage.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Yeah, Curry. I think it was Curry that was saw her there.
Jobs
there
up.
was a
I'm sorry.
pregnant lady who was dancing on Ozark. Remember that guy that owned that strip club?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
there you
yeah.
go. That's another
I
one.
do
Yeah,
remember
those
that.
are, those aren't your highest class strippers at that
No,
place.
no.
Well,
And there's
that's
probably
scary.
some that are in the bottom of the barrel that will just do the raunchiest stuff.
Oh,
like
We gotta
$10.
get one of our friends from Jill's on the show and
We do.
interview him about it.
We do talk about- that'd be
when I want to
great.
do it as a serious way, I'm not making
yeah,
fun of
yeah,
these
yeah,
people.
yeah.
I think it's great if they want to do that and they're good at it and that's how they want to do their living. Good for
By
them.
the way, we want to
Doesn't
thank
affect
Jill's.
us.
There's
I
a
mean,
need for that
yeah.
everywhere, so
Yeah.
keep it up.
We got to thank Jill's. They're our sponsor for.
Here's the
Exactly.
thing, and I think a lot of, I mean, it's really not. I wouldn't like if you got a guy coming in there spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars. It's almost like you got a fish on a hook. It's
Exactly.
like that. That's all. I mean,
Oh, without a doubt.
and normally it's people guys
Vulnerable.
It's like guys that you can
Without
you
a
can-
doubt. Manipulate the fuck out
business
of them.
guys that have money.
Good for them.
Yeah, right? So Job always gives the hypotheticals. I'm going to give the hypothetical
Oh
now.
boy.
Dated a chick for years.
Ooh.
And then ended up absolutely falling in love, but then you found out in her college days that she was a stripper in a college town.
That she was one.
Was.
I don't think I. Well. What level?
Because
What level?
Well, that's what I was just. Well, at the end of the day, obviously, if you've already found her attractive, so you would hope that. I mean, attractive, and you're already a classy person.
Like
so,
she's
so you've already fell in love with the
educated.
person. Educated, you fell in love with the person. She truly was that. That stereotypical. She worked her way through to pay her way through
Yes,
college.
I know that she was she is a like a grinder. All she was gonna do, she probably took advantage of multiple
Grinder, good word.
Well, yeah, pun intended. Like she probably just took advantage of as many dudes as she could take advantage of, get as much money as she could, and then got out when she needed to.
All right,
I'm
Jarrett.
down.
Yeah, I think I would like stay with her.
Yeah,
And she wasn't stripping anymore.
she's not stripping anymore.
Oh,
but she,
jeez. Oh, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Okay,
I
so-
think I maybe have a stern talking to.
okay, go around the room because I got something else to follow up. Go ahead. You.
I could live with that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I could live with
Now,
it.
what
as
about
long,
it-
as long as she wasn't like, as long as she wasn't some trashy whore like.
Well,
Type,
now, what if it
who
was
would
a
just,
porn star though?
The
Would that
porn
be
star would probably bother me more,
Yeah.
but that's like, you got to think about it. That's work too.
Well, yeah,
So-
and
Yeah.
because if you listen to interviews with those, like I've seen like on like TikTok and stuff, those girls don't have. There's no
all
connection
faking.
with any of that.
No, and it's like they fake it.
Oh,
like
it's
like
all
not a
Oh, right,
business.
exactly.
It's very simulated.
The only
strangely.
thing that would the only thing like if that stuff was still available for people to see.
Yeah, that would be a little
would bum me
bothersome.
out.
I mean, I
Yeah.
like to think I'd be better than that to get over it, but
Yeah.
you know, that's
Anyway, what was your other caveat?
I'm not saying 100% across the board because that's not a fair statement. But let's be honest. The people that saw him back in the day said there's no sex in the champagne room. There is whatever the fuck you want as long as you
They're
have
gonna
as
pay
much.
for it.
As long as you have
Absolutely.
enough money.
Right.
So if they're there to make money and that's their ultimate goal, it would always be in the back of my mind. Fuck, man, did that dude that came in with the suit and tie had fucking thousands of dollars? Did he throw her a fucking couple thousand and sucked his dick for a couple $1,000? Now, granted, I'm not here to judge anybody, but it would always be in the back of my mind. She could sit there and look you in the eyes
Yeah.
all the time like, hey, that shit didn't happen. But, man, you're trying to make money and somebody, I don't know. That'd be tough.
Well, I mean,
I'd really have to know the person though. to
Yeah,
give an
I mean,
answer.
yeah.
yeah. Money's money. I mean,
Money is
if
money.
there was
Everybody's
no
got a
connection
price.
there, if there was no like, if I'm not gonna ever see the dude again, or if I see him sniffing around, then
That
No way.
escalates things.
Yeah.
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 It's tough.
What if you were with a girl and you're in kind of hard times, and she says, "All right, I think I want to go down to
I can find a way to
Back
make
to the
us
pole.
money.
yeah, like I
The house is going to get taken next month if I don't
I
do
can get
it.
us out of debt
Nah.
real quick.
What about if you?
If she wanted to do it, I'd be cool with it.
yeah. It'd
Wait.
be tough.
Do what?
I'd probably say go work.
Go
at
dance on the
McDonald's.
pole to pay your rent. Like if
okay,
you were in a
okay,
really
yeah,
bad
yeah,
spot.
Gotcha.
Or if I had so many gambling debts. Yeah, get your ass up there.
Get out
Right.
there.
Yeah.
That's tough. That would be interesting.
Hit the fryer, bitch.
Jesus Christ!
Well, that doesn't
Go to
pay as well,
McDonald's, yeah.
Jarrett. That's
Right,
the problem.
Jesus.
Can you do both?
I love
God.
Yeah.
What about if you moved to a small town? I got another hypothetical. You moved to a small town. You're the new guy in, fucking at the local tavern, and there's this hot chick that you end up meeting up with, and that's your girlfriend moving forward. Everybody knows that she was the town whore.
And fucked every dude
And
there.
fucked
I
every
think you
dude.
asked this before.
Did I
on
ask
the
this
show.
before?
I think.
No, I'm done. I think
Yeah.
I'd be done. Because if it's like if she was willingly doing all that and like
I'd be
was-
doing a lot of reconnaissance before I got involved with her.
Well, if you're
How soon do I figure it out?
I don't know. That's a great question. I don't
If
know.
I figure it out right away.
Well, if
well, right
she's
away,
sucking
yeah.
you off in the car after you met her 15 minutes ago, there's a good chance you would
Yeah.
assume that she did this to other guys too. But then again,
Nope, you're
with the
just
charm
special.
of
Matt,
job, who
Matt,
would
you're just
yeah,
special, right?
yeah.
You're just special.
Well,
a
yeah, but
charming fella.
then you go back in the bar and you realize every guy in there, she blew. Like, I mean, eventually you'd be like, nah, I'm gonna
Yeah, I
pass.
don't think this is going to work.
Yeah.
But thanks anyway.
Yeah.
all right,
Great subject, y'all.
It is great.
Thank you for
Funny.
bringing that up.
Incredible.
I was just
that
looking
'cause
up
the
here.
old
This
guys
is a
are involved?
completely
How did
right.
this even turn? Like
I had no
we were
idea.
talking about roller coaster deaths, and it turned into this.
The golf outing, and if Jill's was going to be at Ogilvy.
And then
Yeah,
he brought
that's
up
true.
Mike's in
Yeah.
Louisiana.
Yes,
Or
Mike's in
Michael's.
Louisiana. What's your favorite animal?
Well, it was an eagle.
I didn't know how many
Yeah.
cats lived in the Mediterranean
Over
Sea
this-
area.
I just saw an eagle flying on the
There's an
TV
eagle.
behind
Oh
us.
yeah,
There's an eagle.
Yeah,
look, he's gonna try to eat these cats, Chris.
Yeah.
I think
Chris,
elephants
look
are
away.
fucking
Yeah, I
really
know.
cool.
Elephants too. I
Eagle.
agree.
Elephants.
Elephants are all. I think elephants
yeah,
are
yeah,
my
yeah.
favorite animal.
Favorite animal. Okay.
But we
I
have
still
to,
like the cheetah.
I like elephant.
we have to find this eagle. That's going to be the issue. We're going to work on it Friday.
Things are drying up.
Yeah, man.
Leads are drying
I
up.
know they really are.
That's on. If you don't know what we're talking about, that's on. That's all of our radio lore.
Flip
That's-
over there right now.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
No,
well,
actually,
while you're listening.
tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow when you're listening
Well,
to this, it will be on.
is
You
it?
can
Do
learn
you
all
guys?
the lore.
Is the investigation closed at the end of football season? If nothing.
well, no. I
No,
mean,
we got basketball.
We got
Nice,
basketball.
Chris.
spring sports.
You're a vested member of the women's program or the
yeah.
girls
And you know
program.
what? And if they start slow, I don't know why.
Yep. Yep. That's exactly.
I don't.
right.
I think Howard Monroe should start talking about this on his show
I
too.
know they don't seem to.
But the only thing is, I know at the girls' games, I've never seen the eagle.
Well, there is none.
There's none
That's
to be
why.
had.
There's
That's
nothing
why.
to see.
As a former wearer of the eagle, it's offensive that it's not been more accurately pursued.
Oh wow.
You think, but people would care more.
Well, you would,
Right. That's
would.
well said.
We have a
Chris.
selfish society. There.
Yes, we do.
Selfish.
yeah,
Right.
because they don't think that it plays any sort of a big role. But I'll tell you, that horse was out on this past Friday,
Breathing fire.
and I'd say it might have played a little bit of hand in what happened. Anyway, let's do this. We do a ethical dilemma at the end of each show. I was gonna bring back hot pit cold mug, but today
wow.
we're gonna do this.
So you guys don't do that anymore, huh?
We haven't in a little
We
while.
haven't done a
time,
lot.
yeah.
We haven't done history in a while because honestly, a lot of stuff is redundant because we do it on the radio.
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
that's true.
I
so
like
we want to
this.
try to keep it fresh.
Right.
Yeah.
And-
So here we go. You worked for years in a successful. Hold on. You worked. You have worked years to be successful in your uncle's business. You felt you were obligated to take over as he worked his whole life to build the business left to him by his father. However, the large businesses in town have seriously cut into profits, and for several years, you and your family have just managed to scrape by. Your uncle's health has declined, and he has been hospitalized. He has a substantial life insurance policy that expires at midnight. If he dies before midnight, you will inherit enough money to pursue a career you have always dreamed of and provide adequately for your family. Do you, one,
Wait,
there's three options here.
Wait, but if he dies after midnight, then
You
what?
don't get the insurance policy.
Oh,
and you're going to
okay.
inherit the business, but you're going to get scraped away into nothing.
And this guy's definitely going to die.
He's going to die soon.
Okay.
He's not dead yet. Do you pinch the oxygen line, making it impossible for your dad to die, or smother him with a pillow, making it possible for your uncle to die, and smother him with a pillow, or tell your uncle the problem and let him suggest a solution and go by what he says, or do as you cannot imagine living with yourself after you terminate your uncle's life?
Wait, I thought that was the
There's
first
only
one.
really one answer.
I
What?
thought that was the first one.
What?
You pinch the oxygen.
Well, you do nothing as you cannot imagine living with yourself after you terminate your uncle's life.
You don't tell him,
So
and you don't.
Either you kill him, you ask him what you should do,
Or you do
don't do anything.
Oh, I'm asking him for sure.
Asking him.
Asking him definitely.
You paid up.
Wonder how.
You got a company.
Chris, you want to take over?
Yeah.
Wonder how.
When he
wonder
falls
how
off a
close-
ladder.
How close are you to the uncle? Is he a dick? Is he a prick?
No,
Is he like
I'd
Champ
say
when
if
he's
you're
grumpy?
if you're in his
Yeah.
business, I would say you're on good terms.
Is he greedy?
You're on good terms.
All right, so
Who the
you're on
hell's
good
going to
terms.
pinch the oxygen?
Yeah, but if you knew he was definitely
It
going to die,
expires at the life insurance policy expires at midnight, but you don't know if he's going to live beyond.
probably
that.
ask him though.
Isn't that murder?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
But
if
Nobody
you don't
needs to
get
know.
caught.
Jack
Right,
Kevorkian.
right.
Nobody knows.
It's murder. But here's the deal: I would ask, and then I'd ask,
Hope
and
for
then
the
do it
best.
anyway.
no, I'd ask, and then I want to add D to this. I'd put insulin between the toes, not traceable.
Yeah.
Everything's good. Call it a
No,
day.
see,
Yeah.
Now
I'd do
he
something
knows.
in his drip.
Hey,
All right, so Jeff,
Asking first, then insulin between the toes.
Matt,
so
Yeah,
so
I'll
basically,
piggyback off that.
basically you're getting rid of him anyway, but you're just doing that as a formality
For money.
to make you feel better.
what if he
better,
said?
hey,
Because then you're hoping he says, "Go ahead."
Yeah.
and
What's not traceable?
Whack me.
But
Yeah.
Jeff, what if you ask him and you're fully thinking he's going to say, "Yeah, do it," and then he goes, "I got to stay up."
I'm fighting.
The
I
talk
might
is on
not
tomorrow
die.
morning.
Maybe I'll find a way to keep living.
Uncle Bob,
Or he
I
says
love
you're
you.
not worthy of carrying on the business, and you kill him anyway.
Uncle Bob, I love you.
You guys,
I'm asking
Yeah,
him,
I'm
and then
asking.
probably I like Jeff's idea.
just
It's
do
like-
it anyway.
I really like Jeff's idea. 'Cause
I mean,
if
he's
it's
gonna go
If
anyway.
it's not traceable, then
Plus,
man,
save him the misery of laying there in the bed.
Yeah, you
Right.
don't want that. That's not a quality of life. I don't want that. Put insulin between my toes, please.
Yeah.
100%.
Just go out easy.
All right,
Yeah.
Jarrett.
yeah, I'm probably asking him. Then I'd
right.
maybe suggest to be like, Uncle, you should probably shut it down.
Yeah.
All right, last one, and then we'll get rolling here. This is called Get Rich. Your friend offers you an opportunity to make a great deal of money very quickly. He has arranged to set up an offshore account for your profits. He will not tell you exactly how he is making this money, but you get the impression that it's not exactly legal. He only wants an investment of $500 and promises you will have enough from your minimal investment that you will never need to work again.
Sold. You don't even have to go any further. Fuck it. I'm done.
Aaron.
I'm in. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So it says, do you give him the 500, deciding that you do not know how he's making it? You're in the clear.
$500 cash, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Demand to know the details before getting involved, or do you decide you not want part in this deal as you trust your instinct that offer is shady and you might even get into legal trouble?
Jeff already answered.
So you're
Yeah.
done.
Why would I even ask?
Plus 500 is not much.
Right.
I have
money.
one caveat. Now, is this somebody I'm supposed to know or a friend?
friend.
or-
Close
okay.
friend.
Close friend. Okay.
Yeah, you just say you
So-
always trusted him.
I would say my only stipulation would be if this is human trafficking, I don't want a part of it.
That's fair.
But anything else, if it's drugs, that's voluntary. Anything that these people buy on the streets, they're choosing it. The human trafficking, I would
know.
have a hard time with that. But I know that isn't part of the deal. But that's how I would answer it. I'd have to know at least it wasn't that. If it wasn't that, I'm good with anything else. Even if it's murder for hire, I don't care. Like, I'd be good with that.
Well, no, I want to ask Matt a question, though. So say you don't ask your friend that, and you end up with $2 million. Then you find out it's trafficking.
Oh, yeah.
Do you give the money back?
No, then I'm going to do what I said on the show before. I'm going to go find a dark web hacker that could get me on. I'll buy as many of these people back as possible
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good
Okay.
point.
until the $2 million
thought.
is gone, and then probably still
Yeah,
turn
that would
myself in. I'd feel terrible being involved in it. That's like one of the
Come
worst
clean.
thing ever.
Brutal.
Yes.
I really bothers me.
Hollywood.
Do you guys? That was going to be my next question. Do you guys think Hollywood or our government's 100% involved with that?
Yes.
Fuck yes.
Like no questions.
Yeah, no question.
Marcus?
No.
Yeah.
Connected,
Yeah,
high level
what do you-
people.
what do you guys young
everybody
people
can get it.
It's sickening.
I don't know enough to know, but I know they're probably up to some shady stuff.
Yeah, I'm with Job. I don't really know.
The circles
I'm not
that those
really-
people go in are man, they got a lot of power, and there's so many people in this world looking to try to get to the United States. Look at our borders, and look at all these beautiful young girls all over Europe, Asia, all over the world who would die to come here, and they get taken advantage of, and here they go.
It might be the
sold.
worst thing in
It
the
is.
world.
To me,
Literally,
it's
it is the
to me,
worst.
it's the
It's
worst
terrible.
thing ever because you have absolutely no recourse. You're once you're sold, you are someone's property.
Yep.
Everything else is almost there's some choice involved, not that
All right. Well, giving the money,
Yep.
asking details,
one detail.
Giving
Just
the
want
money.
money.
500
For 500, I'll give
Money.
you money.
Yeah, I'm probably giving him money.
What about you, Joe?
Maybe ask him a couple questions.
I don't know. I feel like if I start asking questions, then it might get I don't
Get
know
bumped.
Yeah, then I get
Yeah,
whacked.
yeah. If every question that you ask
Yeah.
it gets just ignored or
Yeah, you
don't
start-
worry about it, then
Yeah,
you're
then I feel
red
even
flags.
worse.
You got
Yeah.
to start looking over your
Yeah.
shoulder. That's no fun.
I know the answer to this, but I'm gonna just ask this because it's a quick one. It says your friend tells you they committed a crime. They explain that they have been having trouble sleeping at night, and you feel that you are the only one they can trust with their confession. A few days later, you read in the paper that someone has been arrested for your friend's crime. Do you go to the police and tell them what you know, encourage your friend to confess, or say nothing because it will not
Wow,
not
that's
betray
a
a
tough
friend's
one
a friend's confidence?
Depends how much I've been drinking, because guys have told me things that I don't remember them anyway. So what's the difference?
That's every Saturday,
I
right?
I always tell Chris, you could tell me that you murdered your next door neighbor, and when I wake up in the morning,
no
I
way
have
he'd
no
recall.
idea. And I'll say, I'll call Chris. Hey, Chris, do you know Eddie got murdered last night? Yeah, I told you I
I
murdered
did
him.
it.
God damn it.
I did it.
You told me.
It's none of my business.
What were the options again?
It was you either
Oh, I'm not turning them
you
in.
rat
no
him
way.
out.
Yeah,
No
You
way.
encourage your friend to confess and warn him that
No way.
if he does not do so, you will tell, or you say nothing.
I'd figure out a way. Oh, it's like I said, I don't like
Well, that's
no-win
tough.
scenarios. So I would try to figure out a way towards the third choice, but try to get this guy exonerated some way.
Yeah.
Figure out a way,
yeah.
and then but not implicating my friend.
Yeah.
So.
I
probably
Dead air.
try to talk to him and
get him
Yeah.
to confess.
I mean, I guess it would
man.
depend on the crime.
Yeah, if
right?
it's
a
I mean,
cold-
if you rape some kid or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah, then no
and
way.
someone's
if
gonna
he robbed
Well,
a bank,
yeah, I mean, I don't want to be friends with people like that.
if he robbed a
Christ.
bank or something, I'd probably ask him to split the money.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, or why didn't you ask me to help you?
right, exactly.
split the money.
And I won't say a word.
Right.
Yeah, it depends on the crime for me. If
It'd
it's
be-
a
Yeah,
cold,
I
if
mean,
it's like
it
a
all
cold,
depends
if it's a
on that.
cold-blooded crime,
And if
Like
someone's
then-
going away for life for
Yeah.
your buddy that did, I mean,
It was like last week we were talking about the hit and runs or a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago, and then I told you I'd help you bury a body.
Yeah, I think it
As
goes
long,
last
as
week.
long as you didn't tell your dad.
Yeah.
And I said me and Jarrett are the only ones you could tell.
Yep.
yeah, yeah.
Well, you can tell Mark, like I said, at midnight.
No,
on
because I know
Saturday.
Coach would be a mess if Jubb told him.
Oh,
That's
man.
I
true.
killed somebody. Coach couldn't. He would just.
Ah, shit.
It'd be on his mind forever. And no, we just
shit.
leave him out of it.
Or Job, we hit a boot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for listening to episode
Yeah,
77 of the
fun.
Pioneer Podcast.
Good time.
This one is not for the faint of heart. So
No, it's
you
No, we would
it-
have an NC-17 warning on
yeah.
here.
Hey, listen.
We knew the old guys would
Yeah.
spice
We bring it
up a
today,
little
baby.
bit.
Let's go.
we delivered.
That's why I wanted to stick
Hey,
around.
Maybe this might be the new road we go
Yeah,
down. A little some spice. So thanks for listening to episode 77. Check us out on the radio Monday, Tuesdays, and Fridays for Football Fridays. You can check us Tuesdays and Fridays from noon to 3, and then on Mondays from 2 to 3. Then check out all the other stuff we've done on social media. Oh, want to say real quick, we're starting a pickleball tournament. Blazing Paddles, Pickleball Classic. You can just sign up. Check our social media for where you can sign up for that and get registered, and that'll be hosted in late October, so you can check that out and get ready to hit some pickleball. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you anymore. Thank you for listening to episode 77. Until next time, we'll see you right here in the Pine Room.
Peace.
Bring the eagle home.